Ah, you must be the catch of the day. Looks like you've got some luck getting assigned this space.
Yep, we just arrived yesterday and...
Don't interrupt me when I'm speaking!
Yes, sir.
Listen carefully to my instructions. I don't want any mishaps. Every machine here is worth more than the both of you. Working around these machines can be very dangerous. Do your job well, and you can eat in the cafeteria after your shift. Get sloppy, and you dine in the infirmary. Anyway, the Fortress of Meropide doesn't want to lose a single one of its machines. And it also doesn't want to waste the production potential of any inmate. You got that?
Got it!
Your job is to use the machine over there to process widgets. Watch carefully, and make sure you step on the pedal at the right time. If the machine gets jammed, then give it a little maintenance with your fist. Here, take this. Bring me the processed widgets, and I'll give you some credit coupons in exchange.
machine gets jammed, you just need to attack it to fix the problem. Once the widget is hot enough to glow, jump to step on the pedal and hit the widget with the hammer.
This one is tolerable. Alright, I'll pass you for...
Paimon's exhausted. We're done. Where are you? Oh, this is better not. Doesn't seem to be around here. Let's try looking somewhere else.
Hey, over here.
Oh, you scared Paimon! How did you appear out of nowhere like that?
Oh, you scare so easily now? Is there something worrying you these days?
Oh, you little...
It's not just Lynette. Fremine is also here. Do you still remember him?
Oh, you mean that diver from the House of the Hearth, right? Paimon remembers seeing him in the Court of Fontaine before. Now hurry up and tell us, how did you end up as criminals this time? We fought so hard at court to prove you were innocent, but now it looks like our incredible court battle was for nothing!
Sadly, even the teeniest of things can land you in prison these days. I put together a street performance and used the popularity we gained from the Opera House incident to attract a big crowd.
And then?
Next, I invited several audience members to participate in the show. And then, with the entire audience watching, their wallet suddenly disappeared.
My brother was charged with theft, and I was charged as his accomplice, having assisted him in his crime.
It really isn't that bad. The missing wallets are all in the leftmost drawer of the Maison Gardiennage's big filing cabinet. We just need to see how long it takes to discover them.
Yep, we should be released then.
In terms of the magic trick itself, I think the performance went perfectly.
Leave it to Lenny to magic himself into prison.
Indeed. Last time I hid my identity from you, I promised that I'd tell you absolutely everything if you were angry about it. No more secrets. So I don't plan on keeping anything from you this time either. At the moment, the House of the Hearth's interests don't conflict with yours at all. We were instructed by the father of our house, the Knave, to come here and conduct an investigation.
Told you so! See? Paimon guessed right.
As for what we're investigating, perhaps you haven't heard, but the fortress of Meropide hides a secret. Some even say that the entire fortress exists just to protect it. The House of the Hearth has been investigating this for a very long time, trying to uncover its mysteries. But recently, all of our informants, including the ones that had infiltrated the guards, suddenly vanished and have not been heard from since. We believe that this is a direct provocation, and it's the reason why we came here. Father has somehow managed to confirm that Focalors does not have Fontaine's Gnosis.
Huh? How did she manage to learn information that important?
Father has her ways. Many of them are beyond our imagination, and we've never had the chance to see her at work. But we trust her conclusions.
It was this information that led us to suspect that Fontaine's Gnosis might be in the fortress of Meropide and is related to that secret.
So it's all about the Gnosis again.
Well, that's about it from our side. How about you two? Did Monsieur Nervulette send you here?
Bingo! The Knave has been applying a lot of pressure. She wants to know what happened to Child, so we came here to investigate. Traveler, are we allowed to tell them?
You don't need to worry too much about that. She's just asking for a report on Master Child's predicament as a means of pressuring you. Father used this situation as a pretext to negotiate with two high-ranking officials in the court of Fontaine. She actually just wants to be able to make concessions on this matter for gains elsewhere, almost like a bargaining chip.
Sometimes you need an excuse to do things you otherwise couldn't. And a harbinger is more valuable than you might imagine.
Of course, it's not a complete farce. If we do manage to find out what happened to Master Child too, then diplomatic relations with
Is it just Paimon? Or does it feel like we're the only ones who actually care about Child's situation? The relationship between the Harbingers must be as bad as ever.
I wouldn't go that far. Father just has different standards than we do when it comes to what can be sacrificed for an advantage. But even though we have different objectives, we're both here to investigate the fortress of Meropide. It would be more efficient for us to work together. As you know, the House of the Hearth has many reasons to seek the Gnosis, but our highest priority remains resolving the prophesized crisis.
See, I told you.
Is that so? Sure enough, it won't be easy to convince them to cooperate with us.
Or, I should say, we were really looking forward to teaming up with you this time.
Lynette, just tell them everything, why don't you?
It's okay to open up a little.
Very prudent of you, and consistent with your behavior since we first met. That's reasonable enough, and I agreed to cooperate on these terms as well. I was prepared for the worst, but you were actually more agreeable than I anticipated. All right then, there's no time to lose. I have some information to share, so listen carefully. Since Lynette and I arrived here, our investigation uncovered the fact that the Fortress of Meropide has a forbidden zone. Most people just clammed up and wouldn't talk, but after asking the right questions, we were able to confirm the existence of the Forbidden Zone from the guards. You should be aware of that while you're investigating.
A forbidden zone? Could that be where the child disappeared to? You're right, we'll definitely keep that in mind.
Good. That's the most suspicious thing about the fortress that we know of so far. We have a few other unanswered questions, and we'll be investigating those as quickly as we can. Anyway, I hope you find our information useful at least. Oh, look at the time. You two must be hungry. You should go to the coupon cafeteria and get something to eat. I'll use my cards to get in touch with you again in the future.
Oh, that's just what Paimon wanted to hear! Paimon's starving after all that work today. We can talk more about the investigation later. Let's go get some grub!
We should prepare while we can, then make a preemptive strike against the enemy. Let's take a moment to rest and plan our next move. Let's take a moment to rest and plan our next move.
Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds call.
Let's light it up! Teamwork is dreamwork!
The wind knows.
Bring waste to the wicked! We should prepare while we can, then make a preemptive strike against the enemy. Let's take a moment to rest and plan our next move.
One with nature. Time to go. As one with wind and cloud.
Written in the stars!
the wicked!
How can I smash all these training dummies at once? So that's how to do it. I'm impressed. Add Astra.
Thank you for
Add Astra.
We should prepare while we can, then make a preemptive strike against the enemy.
Fallen leaves. Adorn!
Off we go! Teamwork is dreamwork!
As one with wind and cloud!
Off we go! Everybody stand back! Let me scout! Fate is upon you!
Dawn, break forth!
The fairy. Let's get down to business.
Think you can get away? Obey! Cryo Incarnate!
Say no more!
Take flight! Embrace the ice!
That tingle?
Let's play! Yeah! Time for takeoff! My apologies! Let's light it up! Teamwork is dream!
Into the wind.
Shadows of...
Dawn, break forth!
Another test.
Time to go. One with nature. Fallen leaves. Adorn my...
Everybody stand back! Delved into destiny, decided by...
Dawn, break forth!
The wrong test subject picked. The wrong test subject.
Stabilize!
Manifest! Do your master's bidding!
Think you can get away?
Whirling snow! Kamisato art! Sumetsu! Yeah! My opponent!
Gather!
Yahoo! Time for takeoff! Unleash! Cryo Incarnate!
The wrong test.
Let's light it up! Teamwork is strength! Shadows of...
Flames, purge!
As one with wind and cloud.
I'm going in!
Wind strike.
Delve into destiny! Fate is upon you! This body belongs to ice.
Pay your dues. Solidify!
Obey!
Let's play! Yeah, think you can get away?
Embrace the ice! By ordinance divine, unleash!
I will have order! Stabilize!
Brace yourselves. Time for takeoff.
Whirling snow!
Clouds high. The birds curse.
Everybody stand back! Decided by destiny!
Flames, purge! Solidify!
Manifest! Cryo Incarnate!
Here we go. Think you can get away?
Take flight! Kamisato art! Sumetsu! Teamwork is strength!
Time to go. As one with wind and cloud.
Let me scry! Fate is upon you!
Lay waste to the wicked!
Into the wind.
Let's light it up! I'm going in!
One with nature. Fallen leaves. Adorn my...
Adventure time! Huh? Delve into destiny. Decided by destiny.
Flames! Purge! This is order. Stabilize.
Obey! By ordinance divine.
Let's play. Time for takeoff.
Take flight. Embrace the ice. Yeah.
Your journey ends here, Lord of Sand. Your sacrifice is ready.
Into the wind.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Let me try.
Now you're testing my attention. Will.
Gather!
Manifest. Do your master's bidding.
Think you can get away?
My apologies. Ha! Sakura swirl.